Hi, this is Antonio from Buckeye Nation, bringing another war recap. We recently faced Pink Onslaught. They are the feeder to Red Onslaught, and I'm just going to be honest with you guys now. I'm a little exhausted and running out of time to show this replay. It's about to drop off, so I just thought I'd knock it out real quick. For a feeder, they're pretty impressive. They're 112 and 11 overall. Obviously, they're at a disadvantage because not only are they a feeder, they're going to have a bunch of new members in. But they put up a decent fight for being a feeder. Probably the best feeder we faced to date. And it says they're fair play, so we might be facing their main clan after this. Once we get our co-leaders back in and everything. So I'm just going to show a few replays. The first one is by the Very Kind Guy on their number 2 base. The Very Kind Guy is our number 12, and he is a Town Hall 9.5. As you can see, he's going to drop a ton of minions on the exterior of this base because he is exploiting the weakness in that it doesn't have defenses capable of taking out aerial units. So he is going to be able to get, I think, over 20% just on his minions alone. And you can see he's going to drop these hogs that are going to take out any defenses capable of taking out his minions. So it's a very smart attack that he does here. And he's getting probably actually 25% just on his minions alone. And now he's going to start his main attack. He's going to funnel in his main units using a jump spell to get this exterior town hall. It's right on the edge of the base. And you're going to see a hound and a loon pop out of the clan castle. With the prevalence of Valkyries coming about now, it's probably not wise anymore to use a hound. Valkyries, they're not going to take any damage from the hounds, and they're just going to be able to run through a base like this. So he's able to get 59% on the base, which is pretty good, having our 12 drop or jump up all the way to number 2 just to get that. So he does a great job and does his job on this base, providing his Town Hall 11s an opportunity to drop down. Next, we're going to have PG Fighter. He is our heaviest Town Hall 9.5 that we have in the clan, and he's going to use a Queen Walk to sweep around clockwise and then bring his main units in. So, as you can see, there's a wizard on the left side here, and he's using that wizard to navigate his archer queen to the right side to get it to go clockwise. If he doesn't do that, she might wander off and go counterclockwise on this base, which would ruin his whole attack. So he uses the archer queen as a ploy to get his wall breakers inside, and he's going to start getting his main units and his archer queen inside this base pretty soon now. Fast forward just a little bit, and you saw her defense was her HP was dropping rapidly. So it's always wise to pack a rage for her when doing an archer queen walk, and you're going to see him funnel in his main units. He uses a golem for distraction on the bottom, and then 2 more on the corner, and his earthquakes are just going to be able to open up this whole base for his Valkyries and Wiz to tear into it. Again, you're going to see a hound in the clan castle, which is completely useless against his Valkyries. And Rage Valks are just so powerful. So he's able to have a pretty solid attack on this base as well and get the 2-star for us. Next attack is from another one of our co-leaders. PG is one of our co-leaders, and so is Bob. And Bob is just a 3-star machine against Town Hall 11s. He's our only Town Hall 10.5 in our clan, and he's just a great attacker to have, a great asset of the team. So he's going to use his golem as a distraction piece, as is expected, and wall breakers right in, drops his heroes first before Valkyries to give him a chance to tear into the base a little bit and give his Grand Warden an opportunity to use his ability. Unfortunately, his Valks rushed ahead of him way too quick before he could use it on them. But it doesn't really matter on this base. You could see his expos are set to ground and not air, which is going to be huge for him in this attack because he's able to use loons on the exteriors, and his loons just destroy all the exterior defenses in this base pretty much. I think he packed about 8 loons and they took out probably 12 defenses by themselves. So it was very beneficial to pack back end loons on attacks like this. So I'm just going to fast forward and you're just going to see his heroes and Valkyries swing around and take out the rest of the base here. He even has his ability and the poison left. Next up is our leader, Buckeye 80. He attacked a Town Hall 10 as well, and he went very heavy on the Valkyries on this attack. And you can see he has 8 back-end loons to help out. So he uses 8 wizards. Their sole purpose is just to funnel in his Valkyries because he's going to use them to just tear this base up. Drops the Valks, and they're inside now. And now it's time to have some fun. He's going to just rage them, and they are just going to fly through defenses. He gets to the Inferno instantly, and the second one is the only potential threat at this point. If he can't get to that second Inferno in time, then it's going to eat him alive. But his Barb King is on it, and it just takes out that second Inferno. And now you see his loons hitting all the cannons and the ground-based defenses. And they are just so useful on attacks like this. And he has no problem taking this base out. He has a ton of Valkyries left, I think like 9 or so. Next attack is, let's see, we also had one of our top guys, Messi. I feel bad for him. He has the same luck I have. He must get a 99% every other war. I feel bad for the guy. I just had a war recently where I had 2 99% against 2 Town Hall 10s. It was just so frustrating with this decrease in time that we have now. So I'm just going to show you attack on a Town Hall 9. It's obviously not going to be very impressive because I'm a Town Hall 9.5, so I have a huge advantage going in, but I actually really like this base that this guy had. I think for a Town Hall 9 this would be pretty tough if you don't know where everything's at. You can assume there's going to be Teslas on the south side of this base, but you just don't know for sure. So I used just a couple of whiz on the 9 o'clock side to start taking out all the exterior junk he has and funnel in with a couple more whiz. Drop 3 golems, 2 max P.E.K.K.A.s, and then use my clan castle full of Valks. I would have went a little more heavy on the Valkyries, but I don't have max Valkyries right now. I'm in the process, but soon I will. So I rage my units and then drop a heal. And I have a couple loons with me, 4 loons, because I could see the air defenses are only centralized, so he's not going to be able to get to me. So right now you can see I have him on the bottom and the top right now, my loons, to get my troops to go in the core and just keep going towards the 3 o'clock side. And the loons do their duty, and my troops are now inside. Now at 3 o'clock, you see I drop my giant first as a distraction, and then 1 heal and 7 hogs are able to just tear up another 10 defenses almost on their own. So, pretty decent attack, not very impressive, but I think this would be a very tough base, like I said, for a Town Hall 9 to attack, especially fresh, without any knowledge of where everything's at. I'm going to show attack by Matt. Matt is just such a great asset on our team. He's a newer member, but he is a 3-star machine. Fresh hit or cleaning bases. He's almost 3 stars every time I see him attack. I think I've only seen him fail 2 or 3 times since he's joined our clan. He's going to use an Archer Queen Walk, and he has level 30 heroes, which is great to have at Town Hall 9. They're just so powerful and just dig into bases. So, as you can see, he used minions up top to help navigate his Archer Queen down south, and now he's going to start dropping his 2 Golems set and a couple of Whizzes to centralize his units. And they're going to join up in just a little bit. I'm going to fast forward, and his Archer Queen is going to follow up with the rest of his units. He does a lot of Govaho, but did not do that this time, which was actually surprising. But his attack still works out great, and he is a machine when it comes to surgical hogs here, as you're going to see. Drops his heal, and he knows there's a good chance it's guaranteed that there's going to be a double giant bomb between the air defense and that expo up top. So he doesn't drop all his hogs. He saves 7 and uses the top hogs that he just dropped as suicide hogs. So they're going to take out this top section here, and a couple of them are going to be sacrificed to go after the expo, but he just still has plenty left, and he's going to have a full health AQ after this. So great attack by Matt. And I'm going to drop down a little bit to number 18, which was done by another one of our co-leaders, Thunderwolf. Thunderwolf is our number 20, and he is always able to attack up in wars and help out and clear higher bases. He's probably one of the greatest offensive minds on our team. He's just great on strategies and a great asset to our group as well. So it was a funny start. He accidentally drops his heal there, misplaces his heal, and he's still able to 3. So he has essentially a useless spell just to start off the attack, but he's able to work through it. Again, you're going to see a useless hound right here, as his Valkyries are able to just hit all the inside defenses right here. And right now you can see his Valkyries are about to jump into this next compartment. They're used as a distraction piece right now, while that cannon and some of the other defenses over here are still distracted. He's going to drop his hogs right now and run them through this base. He's also noticing that his golems are up top, and they have so much health, they're going to be able to hold up on all the defenses for quite a while. So there's no threat of his hogs being wasted up top. So now he's about to hit the double giant bomb, which is a great placement here between the expo and the air sweeper. But he still has plenty of back end troops to take the rest out, and a golem up ahead. So it's always wise what he just did. He saved a couple whiz for cleanup, and a lot of people forget to do that or just don't do it in general, and they lose because of time on bases. So it's always smart to save 1 or 2 wizards to clean at the end of an attack. The next attack is by Yipsing. I think that's how we say his name. He's one of our international members, and a great help to the clan as well. He's always able to help with base building and attack strategies. And he's very low weight, but able to attack up as well. So he's going to use the whiz to funnel the troops in, as you should. a little problem with the wall breakers, but still able to get in. And now he throws his Valkyries in. Uses a jump spell. Unfortunately, his Archer Queen is refusing to go in, and she started wandering for a bit, but he's able to get her inside in just a little bit. He has a great heal spell placement here right on the air sweeper, so that they are healing the Valks at the beginning of the heal and at the very end when they're going to hit the double giant bomb. So that was just great placement by him. And as you're going to see on the 6 o'clock side, he has a pocket of Teslas here, which most people just call a Tesla farm, which is great for any base, especially Town Hall 9s, to have a Tesla farm, for it forces you to use a heal spell on him. But it doesn't matter. He's able to run through this base, and his hogs are going to finish it off. Well, I guess not. I guess the heroes are going to finish it off. We're seeing more and more split sets of double giant bombs as well. For a while, people were just doing 2 sets of DGBs. And now we're starting to see people split them up more, which is pretty smart, forcing people to use more heal spells as well. Because if you're able to knock out both sets of double giant bomb, then your hogs are just going to destroy any base they face. And then the last replay I'm going to show is a Town Hall 8 attack, which I neglected last war recap. And this is a pretty good Town Hall 8 setup. It's not as impressive with Town Hall 8s, and they don't get as much credit, but they are still an important part of our team. And now you're seeing a lot more prevalence of asymmetrical bases, which for a while people were just doing these circular bases. If you saw at the bottom when he dropped his hog and he pulled his defenses here, obviously not all of them are pulled out, but you can see at the end goblins were coming out, meaning nothing important is left in the town hall or in the clan castle. So he knows it's smart to just go ahead with his attack and don't waste another hog. I think he drops the wall. I know he drops the wall breakers a little early on this attack. He should have waited longer for his wizards to clear out the exterior defenses, because as you're going to see, his king and a couple Valks are going to go on the outside of the base. That's not what he wants at all to happen here. But he gets it right eventually and is able to get his Valkyries inside. So he's going to use a heal on his Valkyries, and he's going to save one more heal for his hogs. If you look at the exterior defenses, there's no shot of any double giant bombs. So he knows he's pretty set. If he just does a wall of hogs, they'll just be able to get across and run from defense to defense without being affected by the set of DGB. Does a great job. Ton of troops left, and finishes this base off pretty quickly. So, sorry if that was rough for you guys. And hopefully we'll be able to face their main clan soon when we have everyone back in the clan. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. See you guys later.